It is said that doctors in India do have some component of anxiety. And while I was preparing for my AIPMT, I had already recognized my part of anxiety. Although I didn't know that later it will create a havoc in my life. To know more about my journey to IGMC, you can watch my previous video. I'll give the link in description. During the last month of my preparation, I stayed at my relatives and my family there. They helped me to suppress my anxiety for the period being and clear the exam. But when I came to Shimla, lots of things changed. When my session started, there was a sudden surge of study pressure. And as the hostel food was not up to my expectations, I started becoming more dependent on fast food. Things got worse when I met people with whom my behavior was incompatible. Eventually, I started feeling worthless, helpless, and hopeless. And I didn't even realize that I was caught in the never ending darkness. By the end of first year, I became insomniac and sometimes I was sleeping for just 4 to 5 hours in 2 to 3 days. I started getting suicidal thoughts and impulses, and I became highly irritable. My behavior became unsocial, and I developed acidity, which was not controlled with even medications. By the end of second year, I had serious memory impairment, and my attention span decreased exponentially. To control my acidity, I was taking pantoprazole every day, but I was failing in that too. I had serious physical manifestations like easy fatigability, which was to the extent that इवन मुझे नहाते हुए भी इतनी थकान हो जाती थी कि मुझे 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लेना पड़ता था. My appetite decreased and I was getting fainting spells for no reason. Suicidal thoughts were at the top of my mind and I started bunking my classes. My irritability increased to the level that one day I slapped my friend for no reason. That day I got the insight that something is so wrong with me and I should see a doctor. Before I continue further, I must caution you. Always adhere to the advice of your doctors and not to do what I did. Very next day I went to the doctor and I was diagnosed with depression. And it was my idiocy that I refused to take medications. But I did adhere to the other advices. The first one being do the Jacobson progressive muscle relaxation exercises. Second, stop the junk food altogether. Third one, adopt a healthy diet and not to take pantoprazole, rather to avoid the food creating acidity. Fourth one, start exercising and indulge in sports and with people. The fifth one, go on the morning and the evening walks. And the sixth one, restart my meditation. And seventh and the last one, talk to people to resolve any misunderstanding. After about 2 months of treatment, there was a surge of energy in me and my mind was reactivated to a whole new level. At that point of time, I got the idea for my book. Today, after 1.5 years of adopting that lifestyle, my behavior problems have recovered, but I am still recovering my memory and attention span. But yes, I am out of the darkness. Nowadays, I have even adopted a new hobby of room gardening. I must thank my friends. उनके बिना शायद मैं इस डिप्रेशन से कभी बाहर ही नहीं आ पाता. They really helped me a lot. Thank you guys. Let me tell you guys, you should adopt a healthy lifestyle. Healthy food always leads to a healthy mind. If you're feeling sad all the time, having suicidal thoughts, you consult a doctor. Alcohol, smoking, and cannabis, they only exaggerate your anxiety related symptoms and they will depress you even more. No one looks cool when you are intoxicated. That's all for today. Do like my video and subscribe to my channel and share this video to whom you think should listen to my story.